SHMACKEMAGOB, everybody. It's me, Dr. FUKK, with another donation video. And this one's going out to Ken Mahowald. Is that how you pronounce your last name, Ken? He wanted me to do UFO Lights Out against Frank Marino. That album right there. What's next? Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush. It's not my own, but like several albums, they seem to disappear. Maybe it's Friends with Sticky Fingers, or maybe it's because of moves apartments I moved to. And I do know I don't have that. I didn't even go look for it. I know I used to have it and I lost it. And I've been wanting to get it, and I've been hoping that I would find it at one of these record conventions, or at this used shop I go to. Still holding on to that. But man, you know what, man, Ken? Because of Ken doing this track by track, I was like, dude, I can't wait. I have to order it. And I haven't done it yet, but I will. I need to get that back in my collection because honestly, to me, my favorite is this one right here, the live album. But I think that's the best studio album with Frank Marino, Mahogany Rush. My all-around favorite is Power of Rock and Roll. But that wasn't Mahogany Rush. It was just Frank Marino solo. So I wrote down the track listing of the Frank Marino songs here, and I wrote down also the UFO as well. So instead of going to the paper and the album, I'll probably fuck up like I usually do on these track by tracks. So on the first Frank Marino song, the song is You Got Livin'. It's a killer opening track, and it's just it's a rockin' fucking it's just rockin' greatness, rockin' great again. I mean, there's no bad solos Frank Marino's ever done. And I will say this offhand, listen to me, I will say this up front. Both these albums, there's not a bad song to be found on any of them. Any of them. So the opening track on Lights Out is Too Hot to Handle, one of the best known songs from UFO. Total classic, just amazing song. And I'm going to have to give that one a UFO. Okay, so Too Hot to Handle, let me write that down. Where's my pen? Edit. UFO gets 1. Okay, then the next track is Finish Line. It's again a killer groove on that one. I love that one a lot, and it's got such a smooth, ripping guitar solo on it. Badass song. And that one's going against Just Another Suicide. Just Another Suicide. Just Another Suicide is such a great, catchy tune. Absolutely love that one, and honestly, it wins by a hair. That one is super close, but I'm going to give another one a UFO. Okay, then we got Rock Me Baby, which is a killer hard rock and blues tune, and again, Frank rips on that. And that one's going against Try Me. Try Me is a gorgeous ballad. It's very underrated if you ask me, and I think the reason why is because the other ballad on this album, the other ballad on this album probably gets all the spotlight, but Try Me is amazing. I love Phil Mogg's voice on it, and that solo that Michael Schenker does on his song, it's simplistic but effective. And you know what, man? Damn. Another vote for UFO. And this sucks because Frank Marino rules, and this album rules, but this UFO album, man, damn. It's a tough one. Alright, the next one is Something is Coming Our Way. Oh man, this song, probably my favorite solo on this album, is just fucking my second favorite song off this album. The solo is blistering. It's one of my favorite Frank Marino songs. Even though it's my second favorite on this album, there's still a song coming up that's my favorite off the album. But that song is blistering. And that one's going out against Lights Out, the title track. I mean, you can't get more classic than Lights Out. That song fucking rules in every way. But you know what? I know a lot of people won't agree on this one, but I'm giving this one to Frank. And I love Lights Out, but there's something about that song, I like it more. So 1 for Frank. Amazing that Frank wins over Lights Out. That's the first one it wins. You'd think Lights Out, I mean, I know a lot of you would pick Lights Out over it. But no, I have to go with that song. That song just smokes. Alright, then next is Roadhouse going against Getting Ready. You know what? I know this is blasphemous to say, but I've never been a fan of Roadhouse Blues. You know, it's a Doors cover. Or is it a Doors cover? I think the Doors covered it. It sounds like an old blues guy did it. But I've never really been a fan of that song. It's kind of like Born to Be Wild. There's songs that I've heard way too many times that never really did much for me. Another one's Mississippi Queen. No Very Loved by All, but I can never get into those songs. Roadhouse Blues falls into that category. Though, Frank rips on it. Not going to say you don't rip on it, but yeah. And that one's going against Getting Ready, right? Yeah. Getting Ready is awesome. It's an awesome track and definitely wins that battle. So, another one for UFO. This is kind of wipeout. 4-1. Alright, let's keep going. Then we got Loved by You against Alone Again. You know, Loved by You is such a nasty blues song. I mean, it's nasty, it's awesome, I absolutely love it. And Alone Again, I think that one's the dark horse on this album. I absolutely love the hell out of that song. It's not really very talked about. I think it's awesome, but you know what? I'm giving that one to Frank. As much as I love Alone Again, I think it's an awesome song. But I got to give that one to Loved by You. I'm giving it to that one. So another one for Frank. So that's 2-4. All right. Let's keep going here. All right. Then we got Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is my favorite song off this album. One of my all-time favorite Frank Marino songs. It's such a fucking killer ripping tune. Electric Phase is my least favorite on this album, but it's still a really cool tune. I mean, Lights Out is an awesome album. Every song, like I said earlier, is awesome. But if I was to pick a least favorite, it'd be that one. So, obviously, I got to give it to Frank on this one. So that makes it 3-4. All right, now we're down to the last track. And the last track will decide whether it'll be a tie or UFO wins. And the last track here is Mona. Mona is like a, you know, man, the lyrics are kind of like secondary on it. It doesn't, but it still works. I'm telling you. The lyrics on Mona, it's just a jamming tune. But he comes in here and there. He comes in kind of late in the song, and then he does like a little chorus and stuff. But it's kind of secondary to me. That what shines on that song is actually the music. But you know, nothing against the vocals. I think the vocals fit perfectly, a little unorthodox as it may be. And it's going against Love to Love, which is definitely my favorite song off of Lights Out, and one of the greatest UFO songs ever. I mean, that song is a fucking masterpiece. A masterpiece. Absolutely love Love to Love. And obviously I'm going to give it to that, so it's not going to be a tie. Which means Frank got 3 and UFO got 5. Anyway, thank you so much, Ken, for donating. Great track by track. And you inspired me to stop waiting around till I spot what's next at some records convention thing. And just, you know, stop slacking and get that shit back in your collection. Because it's a smoking album, man. And you reminded me how amazing that album is. So I'm definitely going to get it. So, thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to donate, my PayPal is down there. You know, I don't really have a set price for track by track, but don't send like $5 or something. I mean, more than that, $10 or up, you know. And if you want me to review shitty stuff that I don't like, then I'm either going to send you the money back or pay me a lot where I'll say, okay, I'll do it for that much. Like $50 or up, and I'll do whatever the fuck you want. But anyway, you know, $10. two things I can't get into, I'm going to send you the money back. So, and if you like what you see, please donate and click that little bell, and, you know, I'll get right, and, you know, I'll really appreciate that, okay? So, oh, and one last thing. This right here. I want to thank my friend Charlie Hill. He got me this. This is a bunch of Blu-rays, which is over like 6 hours of Frank Marino at the Agora Ballroom, right? The Agora Ballroom. Ripping. This is so amazing. When I first got this, I spent a full 6 hours watching this and, you know, hearing it in the background too. I played every disc that night. This is amazing. And he is my #1 bucket list artist to see live, and he's touring the States again, and maybe I'm going to travel to see him. Maybe. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. SHMACKEMAGOB. Hey, check out my podcast, The VIERA Vault, on SPREAKER, YouTube, and iTunes. Subscribe. The links are below.